is CapChat. Thank you so much for having joined us today. My name is Nancy Masengo. With me, I'm a two beautiful co-hosts. I have Vanessa Victor here and Hadija. Remember that you can watch CapChat. It's going live right now on Capital Television, but you can also watch on YouTube. So we're going to get right in and begin on our first story, which is on World Bicycle Day. You know, I remember back in the day, like, to have a bike, you know, a new bike, you are riding there on your streets. It was one of the coolest things ever. So, looking back, what sort of memories do you have on, as a child, you know, having this cute bike, going to your friend's house, and you know, for you, World Bicycle Day, what does it mean?
For me, okay, I have no memories with bikes at all. I won't lie, I don't have any memories with bikes.
Okay.
I'm not a sports person since I was a kid till
But
today.
bikes aren't necessarily sports.
Fine, but at least it's a
I
fun
know where
transportation.
it's a fun thing to
Yes,
do.
I know where Hadija is going with this, because
with me, it has never been part of my life. So I just see people cycling. I know the health benefits of it.
Yeah.
I just admire when they put on the attires and those cool
But
bikes.
last time you were on a bicycle.
I never had. I've never even rode like. Sijawahi hata
Hujawahi hata kupanda you know, take a few.
I tried once. I had scratches on my knees, and that was
You have to get hurt.
But Hadija, that's how you learn.
That was it.
Okay.
I never went closer to it. Use it to look, madam, I'm going to bike, and I was like, oh my God, are we going back on the bikes again? I'm not a bikes person.
Okay, because for me, I was more of a tomboy. Like I was more of a guy's girl growing up. So, because nimekuwa around my brother and his friends.
Okay.
So whatever they were doing, I wanted to be doing. So like if it's like bicycle, I wanted to be doing bicycles. And I actually really enjoyed it. I fell a couple of times.
You definitely
I fell a couple of times, but I came to realize, actually, it started off for me. It started off the guys are doing it, and I'm also gonna do it. And then it also became like an easy mode of transportation. I think by the time I turned 16, 15, I was over it. I was just like,
done with that.
yeah. But I had my older brother's, one of his best friends, alikuwa nakaa at the time, I think ilikuwa Kinondoni. So he used to ride his bike to school.
That was cool.
Every day.
That was cool.
And then back to school. And then not just to school, akitoka shule ataenda Mbezi kwa marafiki zake, atakuja chuo kikuu kutuona sisi. Like I remember Kenneth, and I used to ask him, how do you do this? Because I was imagining.
You were just a person of short distances.
You can
for me.
Yeah.
Okay, short distances, it depends on how you think about it, because chuo kikuu is big.
Very.
Yeah.
So, mimi niko ndaka kileleni, so going down the hill is easy. Alafu kwenda kuzurura Udasa and the swimming pool side, that was fine.
But
then going back,
when you look at
that was a problem.
the kind of lifestyle as a child you had, I had exactly the same thing. For us, like being on bikes was like a common occurrence. You'd go to your friend, come back, and I think back then there was so much outdoor activities. Now kids, yani wanakaa sana ndani, wanacheza ndani, wanaangalia video games. Hakuna ile
simu.
Yes, simu na vitu kama hivyo.
Hakuna activities nyingi.
Kwa hiyo ukiangalia hata obesity kwa watoto, unakuta watoto wanakuwa overweight sana.
Even underweight.
Even underweight.
I was running bikes and I was still overweight.
So maybe you should go back to it.
It depends how far you're riding.
Would you ride a bike now? Vanessa, would you manage to ride a bike now?
Yeah.
Sure.
I did one just recently.
Vanessa, what we need to do is get a really cute bike. Hadija ajaribu hata hapa nje ya ofisi. You get on that bike, you ride. You drive a car, you should ride a bike.
Can I make a bet on that? And we're gonna record you. And so that our viewers can see that you actually tried it again.
But guys, I have vertigo, so I can't do a bike.
Oh yeah, there is that.
So
true.
I have vertigo issues. So with a bike, I would have a
We'll
lot of advantages. Maybe
on
this thing started from way back because maybe I was uncomfortable with the bike because of vertigo without even knowing.
Yeah.
So I can never be on a straight line thing. Yeah.
So my best friend, she's based in Australia. She comes back and forth. So she has this beautiful, big ass.
In Australia, biking is like the national anthem.
So she has this beautiful, big ass blue bike that she always rides when she's there. But when she comes back to Tanzania, so unless akarudi Tanzania kakaa miezi miwili, mitatu, minne, depending on whatever she's got going on.
Yeah.
And she doesn't work out at all. So she always complains. She's like, there's something about Dar es Salaam that makes you just want to eat and chill.
So she puts on weight when she's in Dar es Salaam,
Yeah.
and she sheds it off when she's in Australia. Hadija, does your son, I know he's quite young, are you like going to teach him, maybe get him a tricycle with 3 legs?
I'm really looking forward to that because just on Eid, he saw a bike and he was after the bike. Hatukujua, he was just quiet for a while, and Mark sasa hivi ameangukiwa na baskeli. So we didn't know kwamba alijaribu kupanda au alikuwa anafanya nini mpaka ile bike ikamwangukia akaumia. So I'm so excited because now I'm starting to see his curiosity on things like
and he's adventurous, which you have to nurture. And you have to nurture that side of him.
I'm looking forward to buy a first bike on his second birthday.
You should nurture that side of him, that adventurous trying.
Actually, for a town like Tanga, yani kule baiskeli, yani
Tanga, Tabora,
Shinyanga.
Yes. So some people are always wondering, when ni mdigo gani unajua kuendesha baskeli? Lakini wasambaa wanaendesha baskeli jamani, sio wadigo.
And I just remember, this just literally came to my mind. Nilifanyaga live cross na DW na Deutsche Welle TV. Usually on Capital News we do this. So we were talking about bicycling. Alafu kwa Ujerumani kule Berlin, the main like hub cities, what they're trying to do to reduce emissions and just do the environment friendly. They're promoting people to use the bicycles. Like kama unaenda kazini, instead of using a car, buy a bicycle and use your bicycle and go to work.
But for them, nadhani infrastructure zao ziko poa. Hivi unaweza kadhani eti Vanessa unatoka home unaenda posta kwenye bike?
Sio Mbezi, lakini tuseme kama ningekuwa naishi Masaki.
No,
hata Mlimani City is not very conducive kwa sababu hamna zile pedestrian side roads. Lakini ningekuwa na kama Masaki, au let's say nakaa Kariakoo, like nasema nakaa someplace near town, which is maybe like a 20-minute bike ride. I could see myself doing that. I wouldn't, but I could see myself doing it.
Well, that was World Bicycle Day, so I hope our viewers, baadhi yenu mtakuwa maybe mnafikiria turudi kule nyuma back in the day tulikuwa tuna ride bikes ilikuwa ni sehemu kubwa sana ya maisha yetu, which is fun but it's also very healthy. And now Theo Hernandez, this was the former Real Madrid forward, alikuja Tanzania. Actually I think he went to Serengeti with his girlfriend. Na tumekuwa tumeona kwamba kuna a lot of stars kutoka nje wanakuja Tanzania, which shows just how big our country is in terms of tourism, and people are really having a real appreciation of Tanzania as Tanzania. Vanessa, tulikuwa tunaongea, ulikuwa unasema kwamba kuna this other superstar who came to Tanzania.
Okay, lady.
The one that we don't know.
Okay, first.
Vanessa, the way we're putting it like the one we don't know.
Wait, first, let me apologize for my voice because I have a cold. But, so okay, ladies. I'm sorry. I would have hollered sooner if CapChat happened before I found this out. So Idris Elba was here. He was here on vacation, and he went to see like the whole like wildlife and everything. I know.
That's interesting.
And
is such a cool guy.
Afu unajua ma slay queens wetu walivyokuja Sevilla walivyokuwa I think walikuwa na either Hayat or Seacliff. Yes. I think Seacliff.
One of the two. I can't remember.
One of my friends alikuwa coordinator wa like alikuwa na coordinate na Sevilla and whatnot.
Okay.
So alikuwa nasema like in the morning unakuta maslay queens wamekuja ku have breakfast.
Like for real. Just to see them or what were they looking for?
Maybe they're looking for future husbands. I don't know.
Really common. That is something that is so common, and you find that. Yeah.
Like slay queens were and actually some of the slay queens that were actually going for the breakfast are people that nyie mnawaangalia kwenye Instagram, mnaona wana hela, wana money, they legit, they were there also looking for husbands.
Oh man.
Like I won't mention names because it's
but
not my business.
I'm glad that, for example, like Idris Elba, I'm sure he came with his wife, and I'm also hopefully, actually, the guy, the Hernandez guy, also came with his fiancé.
He came with his girlfriend.
So it's like everyone who comes here who have real relationships, they're all coming with their +2.
Yes.
But for the slay queens, I'm sure it's great that they don't know about these people because they're always under great company.
Like one of the things I actually really want to personally give a shout out.
For those who might, sorry Vanessa, for those who might not know what slay queens are, ni wanadanga. There's an expression
to danganye. Okay, so I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not getting into what slay queen means.
I just want to know actually if is it actually in the vocabulary?
No, it is, but no. I think it's a street vernacular. But I think to generalize that all slay queens wanadanga is wrong because there are people who just like posting their best selves on Instagram and they're slay queens because they're slaying.
Yeah.
But then kuna wale wengine they're slaying for other additional.
Kuna two sides.
Hata kama you don't do it, like the kind of pictures that they're posting, insinuates this kind of business.
But then when you look at football teams, yani wale watu na sio tu hapa Tanzania.
It's a money magnet globally.
Yes.
It's a money magnet.
Yes, so it's given that they would actually want to come and try their luck. But when they go back to wherever they came from, then their girlfriends will be having questions.
Yeah, and then also, okay, what I was going to say is actually, I want to give props to the Tanzania Tourism Board because ukiangalia tulikotoka in terms of the tourists we're getting in and the effort that they're making, they're really doing a huge job.
Yeah. And with the Kili Fair, that's going on.
We have Sebastian out there.
We'll have more to tell us when
next
he comes
week.
back.
He would share with us.
I was actually looking forward to it because right now there's Kili Fair and then there is Ruaha. There's one in Ringa as well. That is the biggest one. So I'm sure we should also look forward to the other exhibitions ambazo zina.
We've woken up. In essence, Tanzania has woken up, and I think with this self-ownership and so much political will from the government, I think it's absolutely amazing.
Na pia tukumbuke kama watalii wote wanatoka thousands of miles to come and visit our tourist attractions.
Yes.
Sisi, we can also go and see our tourist attractions, which is literally just next door.
So guys, this week was Eid. Hadija
deniletea biryani.
That was a big day for our Muslim fellows.
I didn't cook this time.
How did you celebrate, Hadija? I know as we were escorting you, but it was a big celebration.
I got an early phone call right as soon as my father saw the moon. He just called me and told me Eid al-Fitr. I was like, Nalfaidin. And then it was like, okay, tomorrow kwa bibi. Dude, I'm married. Don't forget that. So yeah, we spent the day at my grandmother's place, my late grandmother's place. It was awesome to see everybody. And yet again, to say Maisha Badilika, with work and stuff, we hardly meet our relatives. So on special occasions like this, that's where we meet our family. She's always saying that, but she never comes to my place.
You've never invited me.
I always tell people,
not me.
Once it comes to Eid, once it comes to Ramadan, our doors are always open.
But you've never told me that. Anyways, skillies, real talk. And I'm going to actually share. I'm going to share this angst. The same way Naima shared her angst over Seba's wedding cake.
I remember
wedding cake. I'm going to share my angst. for the people who have gone to Khadija's and have had her biryani, I just get all these like amazing compliments. Oh my God, the biryani is amazing. And then unasahau kwamba it's usually on a weekday. And we're stuck here.
That's no excuse for Khadija. She should have brought you some because she was here.
Yes, I came here too. Anyway,
I didn't say anything. This year,
well, I think we need to start some sort of a mini tradition in Capital Television. Christmas, na sisi tulete vitu kwa ajili ya kina Khadija, Damdeli, and others, and eat.
So
tuna rotate.
But then now think about it in this way.
Yeah.
We have work. It's usually on weekdays.
There is no excuse for that. Because I've come at Christmas, I should be expected
Damdeli's not here.
Anywho, for those of you out there who missed out on biryani na pilau jamani, let's hope on the next coming Eid mambo yatakuwa poa sana.
Inshallah.
And now Ommy Dimpoz, my beautiful Ommy Dimpoz.
You like him?
You're a big fan of.
Oh, but he's gone through a lot, especially in the last couple years.
Yes, he's been spotted at a Barcelona airport akiwa na mtoto kwenye pram. Akaandika caption like, guys, dengue fever home imeisha. I know you guys are always saying kwamba naenda sana Europe. This is the reason why.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking
that was an indirect, like, I have a baby.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Congratulations to him.
That's cute.
And it's such a super. Jamani, kina baba huko Naona hiyo, that's a perfect example of how a super cool dad should be. Yuko pale na pram, amevaa shorts, na nice Gucci bag.
Such a cool dad.
I tell you, I believe one day we will be able, we'll do like have our in-house guests. I think our first guest for Nancy's sake should be Ommy Dimpoz.
And this guy, like, he ticks all the boxes. Not romantically, I just
we understand. Yeah, we do understand.
No, romantically, but not romantically for you. It's like because you're taken.
So guys, nilivyoona ile picha kwenye Instagram on Ommy Dimpoz, and I was so excited kwa sababu this guy was sick. Na kama amepata mtoto wa kiume huwa ni some sort of a hair.
See, that's what I tell you.
Nancy,
a man is never too sick.
It's a big baby.
No, by the way, that kid is big.
That's not a big baby. What do you mean?
It's almost 1 year or even a year.
A year ago. Wait,
look at how big he is.
Ameanza kuumwa lini?
You start counting on people's sicknesses now.
Hapana, sio kwa ubaya. No, my point is, a man is never too sick.
For anything, yes.
I agree with Vanessa in a sense kwamba yes, he was very sick. Na mimi nachompendea Ommy jamani kwamba hakuanza hivi. Na angekuwa tu ile yuko kawaida nini asingekuwa amefika huko. Sasa hivi yeye anawezekana na mtoto na ametoka kuumwa, kwa hiyo akiwa na familia, I think that's one of the greatest treasures kwamba ana mtoto na anaweza ku move on with his life.
Na pia tukiangalia, I agree. Yeah. One of the things is we talk about this a lot, and I think I'm one of the people who says this a lot. In the way African parents raise children, usually mama anachiwaga kazi saidi.
Yes.
It's usually the mother who does a lot of the work in terms of the person who stays up usiku, amechoka, but kesho nakuta labda anabidi pia ende kazini, even though the husband, you know, women do a lot. So when we see visual images of men taking an active role in their children's lives, this is something ambayo nasema kwamba wanaume wa Tanzania jamani, unaweza kawa na mtoto unabadilisha diapers jamani, msaidie mke wako. Kumbuka miezi 9 kabeba yeye, kumzaa
yeye ndo anaamka,
kunyonyesha na nyonyesha yeye. So you gotta play your part in terms of take the load off, because at the end of the day it takes two to tango. It's both of your child.
Absolutely. And you know what, Vanessa, navyojua sasa hivi wakina baba wengi, these young fathers, wakiona ile image, watakuwa motivated kwamba it's cool now to be a dad.
There are those who be like, like for real. Picture tu hizo, Instagram. You know, wala tumbo shady, and it's because they don't believe in positivity. Hata siku moja. When they see another guy doing an extra mile thing, they'll be like, there's something about this. Haiwezekani.
Lakini hapo mtu anatakiwa ajiulize kwamba nikifanya hichi kitu, my baby's mama atakuwa anapata msaada sana.
Let these things be real, Nancy.
I hear
we
you go.
see a lot of men posting pictures, doing some chores at home and stuff.
Yes.
And they're not real.
Yes.
Okay.
They're not real.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this question. Your husband travels a lot. His more work is based in Kenya, in Nairobi.
Yeah.
But when he's here, does he take the load off for you?
Okay.
But then now I feel like this question is kind of catch-22 because your husband was a single father.
Before,
he's practiced,
and because he's usually traveling, he's always like missing us and missing the boy. So he wants to be more involved. Although, honey, I know you're watching. Not in everything, just on things that interest him.
Like what?
Wait, did he change diapers?
Yes, he did.
That's good.
He did.
See.
He did.
It can be done.
Me, it's a different story.
It's possible.
Kabisa. I mean, it's a different story. Sometimes I have to take the baby. Umelala kwenye sofa, mtoto wako wewe mchukua, you sleep with him.
Of course, on the first place, you have to initiate. They never come to you first.
It's not
because
natural.
Because they feel
it's not a natural thing for them.
Because they feel like they're overstepping, I guess.
Yes.
But
so
also,
when you start initiating taratibu, help me with that, help me with this, it works. But if you demand, it never works.
Huwezi kudemand na nafasi.
I have a friend who, him and his wife been married for a couple of years now, and they had a baby.
All right.
And I tell you the funniest thing, we usually laugh. They fight over who changes the baby's diaper.
Oh, sweet.
They fight over who puts the baby to bed.
Really?
They fight over who gives the baby a bath.
That's great. I love that.
And he always ends up winning because he's like, I don't get to do that.
Oh, that's sweet.
And the thing about our African men, we love you guys, ni kwamba ukiwa demanding, yani you drive the guy away kabisa. Yani ni heri umpe ile, you break down the situation like, naomba iwe hivi, ndo anakusikia. Eti ile sijui ufanye nini, mtoto anasafa.
So African men are supposed to be treated like another baby.
Yes, that's what they know. That is who they are.
Hit the nail on the head.
That is who they are. They are always babies, and that's how we call them babies.
So you have your baby, your child.
That's how we call them babies anyway.
Also
so you have a little baby and you have a big baby.
Yes. And that's how it is.
Guys, based on my two committed, happily committed co-hosts.
Oh man,
I ain't getting married.
You will.
Not getting married.
Me now, Vanessa should be someone westernized.
If I cook for you, if I give you a massage, if I give you a foot rub after your long day of work,
Vanessa.
Okay, guys.
How much more babying do you need?
We're going to talk about another. I don't know. I just wanna see if Jay-Z fits the category of being a dad who supports the family because he's forever busy.
And the wife is
they have a ton of house help. Anywho, Jay-Z has become the first hip hop billionaire. Yani, I couldn't believe that he's reached such a height in his career. Ambapo zamani hip hop ulikuwa ni mziki wa ku lash out to authorities, to black oppression and in, lakini sasa hivi imekuwa such a such a business opportunity and it's fantastic. Vanessa, Jay-Z unamchukulia vipi?
I like Jay-Z. I like his music. I've always liked his music, and I think it's a big thing, especially ukiangalia kwa USA.
Yes.
The African Americans have always been very downtrodden. There's always been that stereotype of the angry black man or the angry black woman. There's always like that's been there. So for him, because if we think about Jay-Z, apart from the fact that Beyonce's little sister Solange beat him up in the elevator, like there's not really much drama. No, he doesn't really have much drama.
He's quite a safe
guy. He's kind of like he's pretty chilled out. Yeah. But then also, I have to remind you guys, Forbes list Iliotoka. Two things I want to also add on. Number one, Rihanna. She is the first, actually, African American entertainer kuingia kwenye Forbes list in terms of top earning.
Nice.
Female entertainer. African American female entertainer.
And Rihanna was under Jay-Z. Is she still under Jay-Z's money?
Yes.
Man,
so that's
awesome. So she bet Beyonce?
Yes. She makes more money than Beyonce. But then Rihanna has Fenty, she has she's got a whole lot of entrepreneurial shit. That's like even if you go on her Instagram pages, whenever she posts something, people are like, music, Rihanna, music. One second. So second thing, because the Forbes list imetoka this last week. I want to really give out a shout out is kwa sababu kwenye world's greatest leaders, Africa imeingia kwenye top 10 for South Sudan. And it's a lady, she's an editor-in-chief of a newspaper in South Sudan. When I went to India for my work trip, I met this lady, her name was Anna. She was really very humble, very like mellow lady, like all about like her business and whatnot. And then Jana Jioni, me and one of my other friends who I met, Elsie in Seychelles, we were all there, we were all journalists. She sent me this and she was like, she's number 8 on the world's top leaders. Still Africa leaders. World leaders. Because a journalist got arrested and jailed, and she made the police release that journalist and allow her to post the story.
For Sudan, to write the story. Sudan, that is really big.
So that's just one thing. She just always talks about things that are very pertinent. And it made me, you know, I was like, me and Elsie tulikuwa tunaongea kwenye message leo jana, tulikuwa tunasema kwamba yani you know you meet somebody and then you underestimate them, or maybe it might not even underestimate. It's like you maybe don't really dig deeper.
What sort of person is she, Vanessa, when you see her face to face?
She's very mellow. She's very quiet. And I remember even when we were going to do meetings, like when we were working and stuff, and we were meeting with all these different people, she was always had a question. She always had a question. Always.
She's a deep thinker.
Always had a question.
She's a deep thinker, yes.
So now, like looking back, I'm like, wow, I got the opportunity to meet this lady, spend time with her, and then that was in March, April, May, June. 3 months later.
How does it make you feel, Vanessa, that you met this amazing lady and she's done this outstanding?
I felt like I didn't get to know her enough. Like, if I'm honest, I felt like I didn't get to know her enough. Because one of the things we do, I think, when we travel, especially even for work, and it's like a group thing, is like you sort of gravitate to people who are familiar to you, right? You gravitate to people who are like more your speed, So like her and I were different, but we'd always talk. We'd like have breakfast like at the same table and stuff like that. But I feel like I never really got to know her, and like I wish I had.
But there's always
and that was a lesson for me. I'm gonna make sure that every single person I meet here and out, I make that take the time to get to know them.
Well, that's a really amazing insight from Vanessa. I know we're talking about Jay-Z, but she brought this amazing story about this lady from Sudan, South Sudan, who has done amazing work with regards to journalism and freedom fighting. So guys, this has been an amazing first section. We're going on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 minutes. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's going to be dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 minutes.
Hello, thank you so much for having tuned in to Captured. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us. And now this is our main topic segment. Remember that you can contribute in this discussion by dialing 0677 333 000. Unaweza kutupigia kupitia simu namba 0677333000. Itaonyeshwa chini hapo kwenye screen. Na leo tunaongelea gossip. Guys, gossip ni umbea au ni nini?
Umbea.
Okay.
It's umbea. No. Actually, no. I disagree. I disagree. Yes. It's not udaku, it's umbea.
Umbea.
It's umbea.
But then what makes it so exciting? Juicy. Yes, that's the word, Adeja. Ukisikia kwamba there's some news coming, your heart just starts beating first.
And then afunguke.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, here's the weirdest thing. Sawa Hadija. Okay. You shot your shot.
Yes.
Let me respond to you shooting your shot. I used to be a person who was not interested in what's going on with anybody else apart from myself.
Okay.
Right? So I literally just mind my own business, yes. Like just do my own thing.
Yes.
But unfortunately,
what happened in between?
My best friend anapenda umbea na anapenda kunipa umbea na watu wanapenda kumpa umbea. So watu wakimpa umbea ananipa mimi umbea.
Hapo ni wanaita information hotspot Zile information zote unapata hapo. Lakini ukiangalia gossip on a serious note, guys, mimi nadhani it's a way of getting information. Lakini sometimes it acts into an unajua unavuka ile line kwamba
unajua information kutoka kwako ikija kwa Vanessa, kutoka kwa Vanessa ikija kwangu, lazima kuna kitu kitapungua na kingine kitaongezeka. Then hiyo ndio when gossip comes.
That is where gossip comes because if Hadija tells me something and I relate to you, Nancy, exactly how Hadija related to me, that's not gossip.
That's not gossip.
But if if Hadija tells me something about you, Nancy, and then I come and tell you, nikaongeza na chumvi zangu
lazima unaongeza na za kwako kuna kingine ambacho kinahusiana na Nancy ili inoge.
Do you think that gossip is harmful in a way?
Yes. 100,000%.
We should stay away from gossiping.
No. It's harmful, yes.
Okay.
Staying away from gossip is not realistic.
It's not because
unajua mamangu alikuwa anasemaga, one thing she always says is kwamba kumbuka una masikio mawili, una mdomo mmoja. So you need to listen more than you speak. Lakini if we are honest with each other, you and I and somebody else might have a conversation.
Yes.
That person might be sitting next to us and this conversation is between you and I, Nancy.
Okay.
Lakini kabla hatujafika ofisini.
Yes.
Yaani kabla hatujafika kule. Tayari imeshafika. There's just something, and I think labda kuna ile issue ya kwamba I have a lot going on in my life.
Okay.
I'm stressed out. Yeah. So like unajua ile kama movies, series ni escape. Umbea is also escape.
It's become a social pattern.
Kuna watu wanapenda kusikia, labda niseme, sitaki kusema matatizo, but the realistic is matatizo ya watu wengine, kwa sababu it makes them wanajisikia better about themselves. Kwamba mimi mwenyewe na matatizo, lakini unajua kuna yule.
So it has become part of social integration, kwamba gossip inatokana na maisha tunayoishi, kwa hiyo there is no escaping that.
There is no escaping that. Unajua with me, afu umbea unatofautiana sana. Kuna ule umbea ambao ni juicy and fun. I remember the only time I enjoyed gossiping and the whole gossip thing is the past 10 years. You know, tumeanza chuo, freshers, mwaka wa kwanza. Pale, that was the epic moment. Kwa sababu nyinyi ni wageni, hamjuani, so lazima mtasemana. Unajua wale ambao wamewazidi wako madarasa ya mbele, they don't know you guys, pale lazima. So that was the only year ambayo to me it was juicy, interesting. Yeah, kwa sababu tulikuwa na superstar darasani, so unaelewa, mwalimu wetu mmoja alikuwa superstar, unajua. Kwa hiyo it's like tuna watu fulani ambao wanaleta ule juiciness inazunguka pale.
So you see how different me and Hadija are. Hadija alisoma mbele yangu. When I started uni, you were still in school.
Okay.
But when I started working here, I didn't remember Hadija from school.
You did?
No.
I was on the 3rd year when she was on her 1st
There's
year.
no way you could have met because you're...
I was about my business.
I did.
I was actually Hadija. Okay, if Hadija remembers, I used to go in I go into my classes. The people I used to hang out with were, I think, 3rd years. The guys, because I've always grown up being a boy, like a guy's girl. So for me, the people I'll give umbea to are people that I trust. Like if I hear something and it's juicy,
that's how it is.
I give it to people I trust. But for some reason, my best friend has rubbed off on me, so umbea just comes.
Anyway, I would like to remind our viewers, mnakaribishwa sana kuchangia hii mada, guys, on 0677 333 000. Tunazungumzia leo umbea, mtueleze huko
new areas vipi umbea.
Lakini unajua one thing ambayo nilikuja nikashangaa recently actually, I came to realize. Hivi mnajua kwamba wanaume they're gossiping more than women?
High five.
Women
no.
Men never
don't say that they are gossiping. They have always.
I never knew about it. I never knew about
You're joking.
I'm telling you, until recently I was like, you know what? Men gossip more than
Hadija. Tena umbea atakaokupa mwanaume ni mzuri kuliko umbea atakaokupa mwanamke.
What's the difference?
Men.
Kwa sababu Nancy, you won't believe kwamba
they go into detail.
Ngoja nikwambie ubaya wa wanaume. Ubaya wa wanaume. You believe they don't gossip. So whatever atakwambia utaona it's a legit information. Okay? Sawa, utaona kabisa ni legit information kwa sababu unaona kwa sababu ni mwanaume. Lakini if you dig down into it, yani unaona kabisa huu ulikuwa ni umbea, it comes from somewhere else. Ukiwakuta in a group squeeze, they hardly talk about business.
So squeezy, Hadija,
they never used to, Vanessa.
No.
Really?
Guys, now I'm giving you like the best example of my life. I grew up around guys. Nimekuwa around marafiki wa kakaangu mkubwa.
How was it for you?
They gossip about everything. This girl, I like her. This girl is like this. This girl, her breath doesn't smell nice. This girl,
that is the gossip.
They don't just gossip about girls, they gossip about each other.
Even themselves.
Seriously? Yeah. I never expected that from a man.
Do. I came to realize, I used to know men before, they are bold, they don't have time
but
for it.
But do you think it's manly to gossip?
Ngoja nikwambie, unafikiria uko baa wakikao wanaongea nini Nancy?
You wanaongea sports,
nini? Wataongea the whole 2 hours au 3 hours wataongelea tu sports, wataongelea business.
Men are dangerous.
70% of the discussions is gossiping.
Jamani, hii ni hatari.
Mimi, I can even literally look at that camera directly and say this. All my older brother's friends, no, say what, you didn't gossip as much because I was your little sister. Lakini, my older brother's friends, my guy friends who I've known for over 15 years, you all gossip to me about your girlfriends, your friends that we chill with. Yana, we chilled with your friend. Today you're gossiping about.
But let me tell you one thing. Tunazama kwenye kitu ambacho maybe it's not like everybody understands.
Okay.
Unajua kuna saa mnakutana mnaongea kitu fulani hata kama akikuhusu kwa sababu kiko kinaongelewa you chip in, right?
Yes.
Lakini you didn't mean to gossip.
That's true.
Chipping in is not gossiping.
That's what I'm saying. You might just chip in and say, unaweza ukasema kumbe ndo maana. Ukisema kumbe ndo maana tayari you've been part of it. You've been part of it.
Yeah.
How would
and
someone...
I have been guilty of this many times.
Guys, I know we've looked at the funny side of gossip. Tumeangalia ule upande ambao kidogo unachekesha, interesting. Lakini how do you deal with gossip?
Gossip ruin reputations.
Absolutely.
Tukisema then tukianza hapo. One of the bad and the worst things about gossiping is kwamba kitu kinaweza kisiwe ukweli, right? Lakini labda kuna mtu amekukasirikia over something anaamua kutunga.
Yes.
Au situation ilitokea anaamua kwenda kuongeza maneno ambayo hayakutokea. That ruins a reputation. Because I'll give you a good example. For me, watu ambao my close circle are people whose opinions I value. Sindio? And I think that's for you and that's for you as well. So let's say I go out and then I meet a person and then kesho I'm chilling with my friends and I'm like, oh yeah, last night I met this person and I to ABC. And then they're like, oh, hapana, yani huyo, yani don't. Like that's not a good look and whatnot. Unaweza kukuta hata wao wanavoniambia no, wao pia waliambiwa wrong information.
Yes.
So what happens is maybe I'll miss out on a potential good friend or a potential good like working relationship, business relationship based on maneno ya mtu ambaye ni bitter.
Actually, what you've said, Vanessa, yani ni so true. Kwa sababu nakumbuka kulikuwa kuna this lady, she's a Bongo Star actress. Ex wake alimsema vibaya sana na alikuja hapa kwenye vipindi, alikuja The Bays na vipindi vingine. I actually felt ashamed. Actually, moyo wangu ulikuwa unaniuma kabisa kwamba that guy said, I think you know the lady I'm talking about, that he could say something so personal, shared between two people. As a woman, I was deeply hurt. Na hiyo ilikuwa tu rumor, unajua And then aliweza to move on from that, lakini it was a tough time for her.
Okay, because of the spotlight that they have, the man of these gossips actually ruins or disturbs their lifestyle. Lakini one thing ambayo people always need to know, unajua, not all the gossip is juicy again. Not all gossip inakuwa kwamba ina background ya utani. Unajua, unaweza ukawa umeongea kitu au gossip kitu with a good intention. But there's a person who will not take it positively. So usually one thing that people need to know when you gossip, it goes back to the person ambaye mlimuongelea. Always.
See, ina circulate.
Always. And it will circulate even for months, even for years. It will definitely come back and hit that person.
See, like always, I like gossip. Watanzania wenzangu kama mnaombea ni kweli. Lakini one thing I'm always very honest about. Ukinipa umbea kuhusu mtu ambaye ni my close inner circle. Nakwambia kabisa, namwambia kwamba wewe ndio umeniambia. So are you sure that you want to be telling me what you want to tell me?
And ndicho wanachosema Vanessa, wanasema ukitaka kustop gossip, yani mtu akija tunamwambia wewe hichi kitu unachoniambia nitaenda kumwambia unaniambia kuhusu.
Yeah.
It just cuts it there.
It cuts it everything.
But if I'm not invested, nitasikia nitacheka.
Lakini some kind of gossip yani ni harmless. Ni ile tu watu wanaongea wanacheka.
Lakini kuna watu ambao they take gossip on a serious note.
Yeah, you make a very
there
important
are people who does that. Yani Nancy, hakuna kitu utamwambia huyo mtu atachukulia lighter. Yani atalibeba like a very real thing na anaweza kafanyia na research yake. Yani there are those people
100%. I'll give you a good example.
That's dangerous.
Have you ever noticed? Okay, I used to be. Okay, sometimes I am. Something could be a joke, right?
Okay.
And everybody around me will take it as a joke, but I won't.
It will hit you differently.
It will hit me different, even if it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's about somebody else.
Yeah.
Like even just like for me, terms like retarded, terms like there's certain things that just for me hit me left. Lakini, it's a joke, right? No, lakini unakuta, even for me, with my inner circle, my close friends, I have an issue with it. I know it's a joke, but I have an issue with it. So imagine, in a different context, we're gossiping, right? And we're gossiping about kitu ambacho ni fun.
Yeah.
Lakini unaweza kukuta kuna mtu mmoja ambayo ile gossip yetu itamkwaza.
I know.
Alafu ikimkwaza anaweza siseme kitu hapa akaenda kuspread kule. Akienda kuspread kule inakuwa a whole big other issue.
But you know what? Kama mmesha notice. Kwa kuna something juicy going on, mmekaa labda wawili watatu wanne watano hivi. There's always one person ataka kimya.
Yep, na wewe ndo wakuogopwa.
There's always one person who will never say a thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Be so careful about that person.
That used to be me.
I'm a good listener too.
Me Squeezy, I'm like,
I'm a good listener. No, I'm a good listener.
Lakini unajua from what we just talked about, ulichosema Vanessa kuhusu kumuumiza mtu. Unajua unaweza joke about like something funny, lakini yule mtu labda ana experience hicho kitu au ndugu yake.
So ana catch feelings.
Yes, ana catch feelings in a big way.
Yeah.
In a big way. Au mtu anaweza kusema yule fulani sijui teja nini, kumbe mshikaji pale kakake ni teja, halali nyumbani nini. Kwa hiyo
Alafu tu jamani tusisahau kutoa shout out
to
our news Joy. Our news. She is also very interested in gossip. I have to give you a shout out, my love. You know I do, because she is one of those people. I usually be like, kuna kitu I want to tell you. Oh my God, it's gossip. Hey, she will bother me. But I'm the same way. Hata mimi Hadija huwezi kuniambia kwamba kuna kitu yani kuna kitu I want to tell you. Alafu unaniambia utaniambia baadaye. Baadaye ya wapi?
How do you feel mnaongea hivi afa nakwambia nitakwambia kitu. Hivi unalala jenacho hicho.
Your mind is already tuned.
Unalala jenacho hicho kitu kwamba nitakwambia kitu. Au nitakwambia baadaye.
Alafu unajua uombea ndo utamu wake unakuwa pale. Tumekaa mimi Nancy na Hadija. Alafu wewe Nancy sasa hivi umwambie Hadija, alafu kuna kitu nitakwambia baadaye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'll be like, Hadija, nikikwambia utaniambia. There's just something really juicy about gossip. I think people just like hearing about information. Na sisi, I think kwetu sisi it's magnified because biashara yetu ni
media.
Yes. In a professional way, ndani ya taaluma yetu. Because if we take out all the nitty-gritties of everything, our job is to be snitches. In terms of for the benefit ya society, for the benefit ya kama kuna matatizo yanatokea, kuna watu ambao they're not being treated fairly, that's our job. So inaingia pia kwenye personal pia.
Watu wengi hata na hakika Hadija mimi ambao mnasemaga sisi wa kimya, we're very quiet before tujaingia kwenye mambo ya media. Sasa hivi tuna
of course yeah.
You want to talk all the time. You want to find out information all the time.
But it also depends. Unajua as time goes by, as time goes by, tunakuwa kubwa.
Yes.
Then this gossip thing inakuwa kwamba you become sensitive about it.
Sure.
So it doesn't become fun anymore.
Do you know why it becomes sensitive? Because the older we get, the gossip that we have has the power to affect somebody's job, somebody's livelihood, somebody's relationship.
So we are getting sensitive. Kwa hiyo kuna vitu unaweza kaongea lakini kina mpaka.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndo unaambiwa verify, you have to verify all the time your source. Hiki kitu kimetoka wapi? Kwa sababu ukikurupuka nacho kwanza, kama sisi hapa ofisini huwezi kurupuka na story, utashangaa.
Lakini tukisema ukweli sisi ofisi yetu nayo jitahidi kuombea. We do try.
Yes,
actually, one of the biggest places with gossips is workplaces.
Yes.
And it's not just media, law firms.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Kila ofisi
gossip is a means of communication.
And information.
So it depends on how you communicate.
Lakini in a sense ukiangalia gossip, it's you knowing about something
that somebody else doesn't know.
Yes. Nadhani huwa hakuna ile vile. So guys, tumeongea sana kuhusiana na umbea, gossip. And now on our hashtag #255 Taarab. Taarab now, it's very interesting ukiangalia the way it started and everything. Na tuna very nice clip from one of our amazing co-staff ambaye yuko hapa, aliweza kutueleza mawili matatu. Watatuwekea tuweze kuona exactly where Taarab started from. Na tujue mengi zaidi kwa sababu yeye ndo mwenyewe hasa ukiangalia issue nzima ya Taarab.
Yeah, Bora, I'm going to learn a lot because I don't know much about Taarab.
Yes. Yeah.
Taarab ni neno la Kiarabu. Yaani Taarab ni ya watu wa staarabu. Yaani kwa Kiarabu wanasema Taarab, yaani hisia. Ni mziki wa hisia. Kwa Taarab ilianza muda mrefu sana. Miongoni mwa miaka 1700 au 1800. Ndio ikaja ikasambaa mpaka mwambao wa pwani, kusini mwa pwani na kadhalika, ndio ikasambaa mpaka Afrika Mashariki. Lakini walioipokea Taarab mwanzoni kabisa walikuwa ni watu wa Mombasa, Lamu kule, mwambao mwa pwani. Sawa? Taarabu naona siku hizi watu wanachanganya sana. Kuna hii muziki ya sasa hivi wanaita Taarab. Hii ya sasa hivi sio Taarab. Hii ambayo wanaita modern Taarab. Sio Taarab. Taarab haichezwi. Taarab ilikuwa haichezwi. Taarab hauimbi umesimama. Taarab ilikuwa inaimbwa umekaa. Taarab tena ile miaka 1800 Taarab ilikuwa inaimbwa watu wamejifunika kabisa uso, hawaonekani. Na mtu wa kwanza Afrika Mashariki hapana shaka kuja kuipokea Taarab, kuitoa kwenye Kiarabu kuimba kwa Kiswahili, alikuwa ni Siti bin Saad. Yeye ndo alikuwa mwanamke wa kwanza kuimba Taarab kwa Kiswahili. Sio kwa Kiarabu, ilikuwa ni kwa Kiarabu na kughani wanaivuta. Ndio alikuwa mwanamke wa kwanza. Tena wakati huo yeye alikuwa anaimba, kulikuwa kuna changamoto kubwa sana kwamba wanawake walikuwa hawapewi nafasi kubwa. Wanawake walikuwa hawajitokezi mbele ya hadhira kwenda kuimba, lakini yeye ndo alikuwa miongoni mwa wanawake. Miongoni mwa mwimbo ambao nakumbuka, na Taarab ni mafumbo. Taarab haizungumzi kitu waziwazi. Nakumbuka kuna Taarab moja walikuwa wanasema, wakamjibu wanamwimbia Siti. Sasa wakati huo Siti alikuwa pia na upinzani mkubwa sana. Siti kawa mtu lini, kaja mjini na kaniki chini, kama si sauti angekula nini. Unaona Siti aliwajibu naye kwa kupitia Taarabu hiyo hiyo kwamba hasara ya mtu kukosa akili. Kwa Taarabu ilikuwa ni majibizano na ni lugha tamu, nyororo na za kimapenzi. Taarabu kwanza zina ala kuna zile zinaitwa bashraf. Kuna milio inaita kuanzia ala bashraf, inaweza ikaimba kama dakika 5 ama 6 ni bashraf peke yake. Mtu haimbi hapo. Lakini baadaye sasa ndo mtu anakuja anaimba kwa sauti nyororo na tamu kweli kweli. Sasa siku hizi mimi nafikiri Taarabu hamna. Taarabu ilikuja ikaisha kipindi kile cha kina mzee Juma Balo. Yule ndo alikuwa muimba Taarabu pia. Malika Aisha Abdul, huyu mama alikuwa ni Msomali, aliimba sana. Miongoni mwa nyimbo yake moja ilikuwa maarufu sana, ilikuwa ni pamoja kwamba zilikuwa nyingi sana, lakini moja ambaye nikihitaji hapa mbata wewe hapa kama ufuatilie utakuwa unaikumbuka, ilikuwa inaimba wape vidonge vyao. Hiyo kila mmoja anajua, hata mtu ambaye hajui Taarab. Wale ndio angalau walikuwa wanaimba Taarab. Lakini kwa sasa hivi si wanaita modern Taarab, waitafutie jina jingine. Hiitwe mipasho tu, hiitwe labda vitu kama hivyo. Lakini hata marehemu Bi Kidude na alikuwa anaeleza hivi kwamba Taarabu haichezwi. Unaona? Alikuwa anawaambia kabisa taarabu haichezi. Ndio ikaja sawa watu wanaimba hivyo wamekaa. Lakini sasa hivi taarabu watu wanakatika ule umbea ndo wanaita kwamba ni taarabu. Taarabu si umbea bwana. Taarabu ni mafumbo. Taarabu ni ala, ni bashraf, ni milio. Imetoka kwenye Kiarabu imeletwa mpaka kwenye Kiswahili. Sawa? Hiyo ndio taarabu ambayo siku hizi kiukweli hakuna. Namkumbuka Bi Malika alikuwa ameimba taarabu, nyimbo nyingi sana za taarabu, nyimbo nyingi sana. Wamekuja wakachukua watu wa Tanga kama kina Bi Mwanahela, mpaka sasa nasikia wanaimba Bi Shakila Said marehemu, Mungu amweke mahali pema. Mzee Isa Matona naye alikuwa anaimba taarabu, ingawa ndo zilikuwa zinaanza kuondoka sasa kuja kwenye modern. Hao ni ndio miongoni watu ambao walibeba taarabu, ambao Mombasa kule Mzee Juma Balo ameibeba sana taarabu, kina Maulid Yusuf, kina Yusuf Tenge. Kini kimsingi taarabu kwa sasa kiukweli sioni. Imebaki na vikundi pia vya jeshi kama JKT taarabu, Lucky Star kule Tanga walikuwa wanapiga taarabu, angalau unakaa inakuingia kabisa. Lakini kwa sasa kiukweli tunaikosea taarabu heshima kuita hiyo mipasho kwamba ni taarabu.
Well, guys, mmesikia mambo mazuri kabisa kutoka kwa Kivuyo pale kuhusiana na taarab. Wakati hiyo interview inaendelea, Vanessa was really excited hapa. Yeye anafanya out and about na huwa anaenda Sauti za Busara na sehemu nyingine kufanya vipindi. Yes, very interesting. Kwa hiyo Vanessa, I will take it. As in, you should take it and tell us about it.
I was okay. Maybe nitakuwa mkweli. I didn't think I knew a lot about taarab. But nilipokuwa namsikiliza Kivuyo akiongea, amemwongelea Matona. Matona ni alikuwa one of the head music directors wa DCMA. That's the Dao Country Music Academy ambayo ipo Zanzibar. Nimeshafanya interview naye. Tulifanya interview ndefu sana kuhusu Sinti Bitsad, nani, like a lot Wikidude, and I think maybe we do this as a main topic, and I actually really want, and I'm gonna go for my files, and I'm gonna go look for all these interviews.
Awesome. So viewers, there is some interesting and exciting aspect coming soon from Vanessa. Mtasikia hapa CapChat. Anyway, we're going on a really quick short break. We'll be right back. Well, guys, thank you so much for having stayed tuned into CapChat. Na sasa tuko on our funny clips and memes segment. We're going to have a look at our first meme, if it's ready, please. Well, this one says, even if Bay is too dark, just post them. We will increase our phone brightness. Oh man.
Like for real, sometimes unaona kwamba okay, huyu ni mtu wangu na nini. Jamani, I'm never on their DPs. Nina shida gani? Like for real, kama ni weusi tutaongeza mwanga. Jamani, huyo ndo bayo wako.
Too much technology.
Na filter spaces imesaidia.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I have friends who are really dark skinned and nawataniaga sana. But not in a negative way. Like ukipiga picha usiku, the only thing you see is the eyes
and the teeth.
Oh man. We're going to have a look on our next meme, if it's ready. Well, this one, my wife, hey, ongea sasa, ongea na huyo Karo, unasema ni kazo.
Kazo.
Mwambie umeoa.
Kwanza look at the way amekuwa caught in the corner, jicho lilivyotoka pale. Yaani anashinda kuelewa, alafu baadaye macho yanashusha chini, maneno hayatoki. Like, yeah, unasema ni kazo wako.
That's terrible. Someone who has been cornered. Has been cornered.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin.
Yes.
Mbona ongei?
Well, let's have a look on our next meme. I think that's the last one. Yes, me explaining a song I heard years ago, only knowing the melody.
Story of my life.
Hiyo ni ngumu.
Very true.
Unajua kuna watu kwenye series.
That's very, very true.
Kwenye series. You're like,
you have to do what?
I know the beat, I know the song, but I don't remember the words.
No, kuna hiyo kwamba you don't remember the words, afu kuna ile kwamba you're into the song, but by that time yale maneno huyu I say mimi tutengeneze topics some other time.
We have a lot of interesting topics that we will definitely come back with here in CapChat. Guys, asanteni sana for having tuned in today. My two amazing, super amazing co-hosts have been fantastic. It's always a joy to be with them here on CapChat. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.